And welcome back, survivors, to Castle Miranda, or Chateau Miranda. Castle is actually the wrong term, but used pretty broadly. Anyways, we are back, and she is coming down, and we are putting her back up. So she'll be forever immortalized in the save files on my PS4. But we need to do a lot of work here. So what we're going to do today here, I think, is we are going to start working on this quarter right here. I'm gonna work on the front. So I've looked into it. These rooms are huge. Basically, like this would be like a shower room, and this would be like a change room, and then this would be like another room. Because what this was turned into, it was like a family house, and then it was turned into a boarding home for like sick children or orphans, just pretty much like the kids that couldn't get taken care of by anybody. But yeah, so like it's really interesting seeing that. I did find a page on the internet. It was on Pinterest. Oh my God, what a horrible site, by the way. It was on Pinterest, and there's like 500 some pictures of Chateau Miranda from different eras, from different times. It's amazing to actually look at. I was looking at the pictures before this to kind of get more of an idea of how this building will look. Now, what I think I'm going to have to do for it is pretty much do the basic square shape and then go around the outside and do a lot of the decorations on it. Like make the jut outs of the building jut out in the certain spots. And I think that's the only way I'm going to accomplish it without making it look like a square Minecraft type build, which I actually do really wish to avoid. But I also have a lot of work to do as well here too. A lot of digging, a lot of that nonsense. You guys know what it's all about. But today, we are going to go upwards. So this is about 2.5 stories, and I do actually have the page up in front of me here. Once again, guys, please remind me if I didn't put the link for the page I'm looking at in the description. Throw me a quick reminder, and I'll toss it in as soon as I see your comment. Much appreciated as well too. I always forget to do that kind of stuff. I even write it down, and it slides right past memory. So if I pull up a picture here of this wing. We're gonna call this the west wing because this would be on the west side. Oh wait, did I even build it? No, I didn't. It's not even in the right direction. That would have been even cooler if I built the building in the appropriate direction. But this would be the west wing, not west on our map, but west on the actual build. So we're gonna call this one here the west wing. So we're gonna work, I think, on this part here today, and see how far ahead we can get. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a slow go at first, especially kind of figuring out the size of the windows, the appropriate size in the floors, like the distance between each floor, that type of deal. So this is our experimental wing. This is where we're going to be figuring out all our odds and ends and everything we need to do. So without further ado, let's get this going. So now I'm looking at the front of the build here. I actually have to zoom in a little further. Here we are. I found an absolutely huge picture of it, which allows me to like zoom in on different parts of it. So what I'm doing is I'm zooming in on the front of the building, and I'm kind of checking out how this quadrant lays out. Oh, actually, I just found also a picture of the back of that part. Nice. I needed that picture. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Okay. Well, that's nice and easy. I'll see how that goes. So we're basically gonna go. I do believe we're gonna go. The floors look like there would be in real height about 10 feet. So we're gonna go about 6 meters. Oh, look at that! Right away, as soon as I start my build, I get one of those friggin' stupid problems. So this is a thing that's commonly asked to me. I'm building, but for some reason, when I'm going up, it's just blowing up on me and collapsing and not allowing me to place something there. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll show you how to fix this. So if you ever get an area like that, just kind of go like this with your frames. Oops, looks like that area is busted as well too. Because what's happened is it breaks the physics when you go. Yeah, see now that I have frames up against it, they stay there now. It's where this area was, pretty much where the landscape lied, where it doesn't lay flat or at a perfect angle, where it kind of goes at its own angle. which you can't re-accomplish if you ever put dirt back down. It's either like flat or it goes at an angle. But yeah, it's those areas that get these problems. So that's going to be a constant challenge with this build as well too, which is also a good idea to build this out of wood first before we go anywhere else. So let's go about 6 meters high here. We're gonna go 1, 2. Oh wait, that's the ground right there. Okay, so that's the second step. 3, 4, 5, 6 meters high. Okay, so looking at that, this is also split off into 2 sections, and it does appear that there is decoration on the front of the house where this is. So I'm gonna put a wooden block just to indicate on the outside where the middle part is. Now, if I look at it here, it appears to have a very large window, which actually takes up most of the portion of the building. So I'm going to bring it 1 meter up because, well, I have no choice. That's the only size I can work with. We have to convert everything into meters. Okay, and then I'm going to go 2 meters in. See what that looks like. Just kind of eyeing it up. Oh, look at that. Looks like we got a funky spot there again. But now because I have blocks beside it and blocks underneath it, I won't do that anymore. I might do it on this side. Yeah, see how it's acting funky like that? But if I go down here, put a block there, that block will now stay. Oh, no, I lied to you guys. That block is actually going to take a little more support than I thought. Alright, so you pretty much have to like fake the game into thinking it's supported. I don't know why. I really hope they get around to fixing this one day because it's actually rather annoying. That's a really bad spot. Is it bad up there too? What if I do these two? I haven't come across one this bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow, this looks like it might be a challenge throughout the build. I'm going to come back to that one and take a look at it. That's a good one. I like that one. Challenge accepted. And this is, of course, the middle. So I'm going to go, and every time I nerd pull up my build now, what I'll do is I'll nerd pull up the interior walls and actually build them up as I'm nerd pulling. So nerd pulling has a function in the building as well, too. Oh, I thought it was Horde Night. I was going to say, is it friggin' Horde Night? I know it is coming up soon. I just haven't done my math in a while, so we're going to have to check that out. All right, so I went 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go... that's 3 including the end. So 1, 2, 3. That should leave us with an odd number for the window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. That looks like it's about actually the size of the window right there. And then if I go up one more... Oh, well, hello. You coming to check it out too? If I go up one more with the window, it should actually be size appropriate. Because it's almost a square window looking at it. What do you got for me? Oh. I wish this was my Alpha 15 playthrough. I could use those Sam sandwiches. Do we have a wandering horde? Is that what's happening right now? I hope not. Because I'm just like right in the mood to talk to you guys about Chateau Miranda. And yeah, it's a wandering horde. So what I'm going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to cut this out. You kind of see how I go along with this pattern. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exterior down this side. I have to find a good shot of this side as well too. And then do it down that side there, over there. Alright, so I'm going to take care of these nurses here with their bad attitudes. And I will see you right after this break. Welcome back. So it's a rainy day here again. It's a sad, sad day for Castle Miranda, I guess. So what I've done is also made myself some wood frame ramps, so that I can kind of smooth out the edges of these towers and stuff. Because there is a lot of details in this building that are round, so I am gonna have to try to simulate this in the best way possible. Did I just hear another zombie? I actually started recording. I was about 2 minutes into my recording, and then I got another wandering horde bothering me. So I was like, you know what? Screw this. Every single time I go to record, I get this friggin' wandering horde that comes and bugs me. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not, Skippy. We're going to come and attack you so that they can watch you fight zombies for half an hour instead of talking about what's going on. But there we go. So like there's little corner towers at this building and stuff that I'm going to have to do. I think this is probably the best shape because it's got an angle, then it goes square, square, angle, square, square, angle, and then square into the building. So I think that kind of looks round the best it can get. I am going to have to make sacrifices here and there. It's going to be a lot more angular than the actual building, but at least I'm not stuck to like just square blocks, right? I can make up for that. And on this side of the building, there's a little jut out, like a little, I don't know what you call it, a little window that comes out. So what I'm going to do here, if I help up on here, it's a good little trick, is for the glass, because obviously if I put a brick there, there's going to be no glass. If I put stuff there, there's only going to be room for 2 glass, and this entire thing is glass. What I'll do is I'll just do these frame ramps right up to the top here. Close this off, build along the top, and there we go. We have our frame for that tricky window. But that's cool. Now, I didn't look at the, now looking at the pictures and looking at the floor plan are like two different things, because you look at it and you go, oh, weird. Okay, well, that doesn't really line up with the floor plan, so I'm going to have to kind of work with that. So I haven't had to make any major changes yet, but I've come close. Like with that corner, little corner part there, I was going to just kind of leave it, but then I thought, you know what? This build's about details. I really don't care how long it takes to make this build. I'm going to do it 100%. So there we go. We have our little jut out for the side window now. And on top of that is like a little balcony, I guess. I'm going to actually have to go, guys. I apologize. I'm going to go and actually do my research on castle parts terminology so that I know what the actual parts of the castle are called, and I can tell you like what a buttress is. The buttress is like the little top part that comes out that looks like it would be for archers and stuff. But on chateaus, they're just decoration. On castle, they have points, but on chateaus, they're just for decoration and usually much smaller than the larger ones. See, I learned that today when I was researching. I'll go ahead and learn more some point here. But right here is where we have the one entrance in the side tower. Now this side tower goes to the top and actually has a peak roof on it. Where that side tower on this side, on the, we're going to call this the east wing over here, actually does not. This is where the tower sits on the east wing. This one actually comes up to a flat top and is not nearly as tall. So this building's all random. There is actually no real set pattern to it. Like it's amazing. So even if I mess something up, I can work with it, right? I can be like, oh, okay, well that works if I combine this into this and maybe just fill this in. If we go up here, I wonder if it's worth taking out this corner piece. Does that really give me much room? See what that works into. Oh yeah, look at that. You know what I could do? What I could do in here on the interior and work with it, right? Because I'm not sure if this is an actual feature in the actual building itself, but like I said, a lot of this is going to be winging it because I don't have complete everything. So this is going to be a solid tower. There's going to be no, I don't believe there's any windows in it. I may add a few though, because it's a decent size. Oh, look at that. That's pretty slick. It's coming together already. I'm getting inspired right off the bat. This is going to be a fun project. I've never really done a castle-like project on 7 days. On Minecraft, I certainly did. I made a castle on there, and it was a complete my style, too. I didn't go common castle style thing. You know what I do. All right. That's not what I wanted to do. So cool. That is actually all right. So that will lean into here. And then what I can do is run a ladder up the tower and just keep this in here like this. This won't matter. Or maybe as the tower goes up the building, because this is technically the inside of the building now. I can go like this with wood frames and have the ramps run up here. That would be pretty cool. Does that leave me room for... Oh, it does leave me room for windows because I have these angles in here. What I can do is just take out a couple blocks, and that would make a window in the tower. So cool. Okay. This is going to be a lot of look-ats, a lot of rebuilds, a lot of little things here and there. It's I'm really getting excited about this build now. The worst part is over, where we had to lay out the framework and clear out the area to build it. I am so glad that's over. That's the part I hate the most. But here we go. All right. So let's see what this tower looks like from the ground a bit here. All right, perfect. Yeah, I can totally deal with that. Nice little round tower on the corner of the building. And then this is a single room or a single window. Now this one here, we're gonna come back to this. I looked this up and it's actually two separate windows. So what I'm gonna do here is actually open up this side a little bit more and put a separator in the middle. So I'm gonna go inside and take that one out there too. Let's go inside here. Now you guys are probably looking at it going, well, can you please explain all that rebar frame you have sitting around? What I've done is I started building up the second part of that window. I'm going to actually hop up here. Where I wanted to put up this separator, right? But every time I put it down, it would blow up. And I'm like, damn it. So I started building up around it. Let's go up here and finish off this. So what I did, and it was real bad. It was like the one over here that I showed you that kept falling off. So what I did was I literally just built a rebar frame. The rebar frame seems to hold it a lot better, so that's what I'm going to use from now on. I used the rebar frame and I ran it across the front, and it seemed to support any blocks I wanted to put in or take out. So we're also going to test that out here too. And I did a little bit on the back because it was still being a little bit of a bitch. So when I put the glass in here, I might have to do this over again because glass breaks very easily as well, and that can be a huge pain in the ass. Oh wait, did they already take the side out? Oh, I think I did. My bad. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and then 1, 2, 3. I need to leave some room on the inside. You always have to leave room on the insides in case there's any detail work or anything you need to do. Okay, awesome. So that's fixed. Let's go over and see if this is fixed as well now too. It was up here somewhere that it just kept falling off. So what I'm going to do is take out these rebar frames. Oh yeah, look at that. Now it's holding. So good trick is then, if I ever run across this again, is to just use the rebar frames to support it up. Or it could have been here. Was it here? Even if it was, it's fixed now. Cool. So mental reminder and reminder for everybody else. Rebar is better than wood to fix that type of problem. And you can pick it up again later. That's why I like using the wood block or the blocks, the construction blocks, the upgradable ones. So what I'm going to do here is continue some more work. I'm happy with what this side looks like with the first floor. I have to go around and kind of figure out that second side. This side here is a little tougher to find a clear picture of. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more research, see if I can find a picture of it, and then do the first floor on this side. And then the second floor will actually be a cinch. I might actually go ahead and do the second floor while I have the pictures up that are showing the side and the front. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And when I am done that, I'll see you guys right after this break. And we're back. So I just took a screenshot here for this episode. I'm pretty damn happy with this. It's nice to see another building going up in the neighborhood. Rather large building, but it's going up. So I've gotten this done all the way around. I've added, because I wanted 6 meters from floor to roof, I've added another layer up top. And what that layer is actually another floor. So the next floor above this is going to be 6 meters as well too, and then there'll be the roof floor, which will be at different angles and everything. And the roof for this bitch, that's going to be a good challenge. I'm actually looking forward to the roof and everything, because we do have the round tower on this side, but on this side, what you have is a huge triangle-shaped roof that meets up to the front. So there's no actual tower on this side. Now, looking a little closer at the pictures, I noticed that it does jut out a bit. So what I've done is I've actually gone ahead and moved this section of room 1 block ahead, keeping the numbers still odd, but giving it a little bit more depth so that the roof can come down and onto this part of the building as well too. So it gives it a little bit more depth, and you kind of get the feeling for the exterior of the building now. I did find a decent picture of this side, and as it turns out, it's pretty much just the same thing. We got another little windowed area here, which actually I need to take this out. What am I doing here? Here we go. Okay, awesome. So it also runs into my storage. I'm going to have to find a different spot for my storage. I might make like a little storage shed over there or something. I haven't really ran into too much troubles with zombies this time around, so I can't complain too much. But I have moved this out one. I added this in here, and we are good to go on that. And then I put another window in here because there is another one. And I dug this down too. What I was doing was I was doing my synchronization test because I just redid my operating system. I have 2 running now. Just in case something happens, an operating system corrupts or something like that, it doesn't interrupt my ability to make videos. I can hop over to the other one, be whatever. So I had to do some I used my Elgato record. So I was in here doing some synchronization tests so that my voice matches the video as well too. It can be a little tedious recording from the PS4. But also on this side too, what I've done is I've brought out this hallway section and made it come out 1 more block. So just to give it that little bit more depth again. And then any other depth or little detail on the building that we do get, I can do with little like concrete blocks and stuff and little pieces and trim and everything, just to give it the rest of that depth. And I see you, little glitch. There you are. Get out of my way. Awesome. I don't know if you guys could see that. I don't know if it rendered nice enough that you guys could have seen that, but those things are a bitch. Those are what causes those collapse issues. Sometimes they're completely invisible, and sometimes they're not. But anyways, moving on. Let's go up to, let's go inside here. Let's go inside. Let's go take a look. All right, right on. So basically, this is the front of the building here. And this is the west wing, well, the first floor of the west wing. We're going to do the second floor here in the next episode. And then maybe touch on the roof a bit, because I am getting the feeling for it. It actually didn't take that long to kind of figure out the heights and the windows and everything. I also got a window going on right here too, and it looks like the zombies broke up some of these. So I'm gonna replace them for now, just so they don't actually break through them. But there is a window there, so this would be a tower, and if you wanted to specifically go to the west wing, which we're going to call the boys' wing for now, when it was a, what do you call it again? An orphanage, there we go. So you got the little window here, letting a little bit of light in. That's actually really nice, that hits it on the perfect angle. And then you have this sucker here. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's what I think I'm missing on the other side, is the one ledge up. It's because all my storage chests are up there. So basically, like the floor obviously are where I'm putting these wood frames right now. So this will be the total height of the floors, which 6 meters, about 10 feet. I know that's off a bit, but whatever. It does a job. It kind of translates really well, especially into a large build like this, because it gives me a lot of operating room. To kind of do decorations. Like if I want to do vaults around the ceiling, I can do little vaults around the ceiling and other stuff like that. Little trim if I want to, because we're definitely going to go into detail. But what I've done in here, instead of going down 1 block, I've put the wood frame ramps in here, just so if any zombies do get in, they don't meet the resistance and they can just walk up and over it and get out. So whatever, stupid zombies doing damage to my building. They do it often to buildings like this while I'm bringing them up. So this, I assume, would also, oh, this missing block there, would also be a bedroom in its day, or another den, or some sort of room, along with this one here as well too. There's another room. And then what I imagine they use these rooms for back here, because they renovated and repurposed the building a few times. This would be like a shower room, I guess. They would come in here and shower. It's kind of creepy. You can shower with all your boyfriends. Wow, did I even say that? Male bunk mates. There we go. That's what we're going to go with. And then you come in here, dry off with your male bunk mates. Maybe what this is here is like, yeah, because I didn't know what this was for. This is in the floor plan, but I couldn't figure it out. Maybe it's like a little doorway into what would be a recreation room. What this room would be. To kind of keep it separate, right? And then maybe this is the bad boys' room. But it kind of gives a little life and a little purpose to this. So I'm kind of just winging it, saying what I would think it would be. It's probably way off, but if anyone actually knows, definitely let me know down in the comments, and I'll translate it a little bit better. But I can only do so much research as one person. Speaking of research, I have to find a good picture of the backside right here. So that I can finish this wall off here too, because I know there's a couple towers and stuff in here as well I gotta work on. What I also need to do before I forget anything else is I need to start putting in fireplaces, because this place has fireplaces left and right. So what I'm going to do is signify that there's a fireplace there. I think this would be a decent place for it. There we go, up like that. We're 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good enough. That's center-ish. It doesn't need to be exactly center because there's another door on this side, so it kind of balances it out. But this here, you know what I should do actually? Should switch up these wood frames with a rebar frames. But oh my goodness, guys, I live by tracks that are used once a day, and if you can hear that, it looks like I've hit that once a day. I mean, I'm a good like 200 feet, 300 feet away from them, but you could probably still pick it up in the video a bit. But that's okay. We'll let that one train a day go by. It's not even very large either. Okay, awesome. There we go. So what I'll do, yeah, rebar frame will be like, oh, okay, that's a fireplace. It's also what this is also gonna do at some point is probably supply support for the roof, maybe. I don't know. It's running along a wall, so it's not that great, but whatever. Gonna do what you're gonna do. Anyways, guys, I am really happy with the progress we made in this episode, and I know a lot of you expect like me to like do whole wings of this building per episode. Guys, you have to be realistic. I do one episode of 7 Days to Die a day, except on Sunday. So I do 6 episodes of this a week. This one here specifically was about 3-4 hours of gameplay. I can't do an episode a day like everyone wants and do 6, 7, 8 hours worth of work on it and have it, you know, it's next to impossible to schedule that all around. I still got other stuff to do like my server and anything else. But I do thank you for your understanding with that, guys. Anyone who's played this game, I've never heard a complaint from someone who actually knows what this game is about. So, but anyways, I want to thank you guys once again for all your shares and your likes, and I want to remind you to always back up those game saves and stay classy, always survive, and I'll see you in the next video when we do the second floor of this baby. All right, have a good one, guys, and hit it, you bunch of dirty hippies.
Let's nail this royalty free motherfucker.